Judy's song play just a little bit, guys. Need to pop my ears. Look at my eyes. They look like my eyes. Ooh. Ow! I got peacock feather in my eye. Ouch! That hurt. Don't do this at home, kids. I see you. I see you. Ow. Thank you, Judy. Okay. How are you guys doing? Happy Fria's Day. Free your mind and the rest will follow. That's the truth. Okay. Let me get going. Freya! I know, I dip right down to the bottom. Freya! Warrior Princess. Whee! Freya's Day, Freya Warrior Princess. That's got to be good luck somewhere. Thanks for coming in, sweetie. Hi, Tom Purcell. How's it going? Hey, that way. Wolf Dude, I feel the way and the tribe at their moment. Tom Purcell, aloha, one feather brain. I got that feather in my eyeball. Peacock eye feather called? I don't know, but don't put peacock feathers in your eyes. It doesn't feel good. Life tip. Wolf Dude, royalty peacock feathers can represent beauty as well. Yeah, peacock feathers are like special. The shape of them too, eh? That way, Mountain Rain is absolutely awesome. Yes, she is. Hi, Delaney Pearl Jones. How's it going today, sweetie? Hey, Scratch. Oh my God, Scratch. I said sweetie to Delaney, and boom, you popped up with sweetie Genevieve. Whoa, that's a sync and a half. Happy Friday, guys. How's it going, Scratch? Oh, Scratch. Does that mean you're itchy? Does that mean you're itchy? Itchy, scratchy? I'm just being silly. I'm not quite sure what's going to come out of me today, guys. I was like debating. I had a debate inside of me. It wasn't a very big debate. I was like, I'm either going to take a nap or do a live stream. So if the live stream works, then I'm streaming. Otherwise, I'm going to nap. Scratch, you good? I'm having a super day. Very simple. But I feel like just like surrounded by nature and little things. So it's nice. We are under a severe thunderstorm warning. We even have tornado warnings in the air. Possibility of 2. So we'll see what happens. Winds up to 90 km. So we'll see. Not sure what miles an hour 90 km is, but still a lot. At gusts of 70, I get blown away. So I think I'm not going to be outside if it hits 90 km. Scratch, happy to hear that. Not the tornadoes though. Yeah, it's a weird and it's for us it's very strange because they do not call them tornadoes usually around here. They call them microbursts. So if they're actually using the T word, it somewhere is going to get hit. Or who knows, it could be just a fear thing, right? Write that word down, have enough people look at it, and then, ooh, there's a lot of fear in the air. Arr, mateys. So we'll see. We'll see what's meant to be. Personally, I feel good because I'm in a brick building. I'm in a brick building. So it's like, woo, right? Huff and I puff and I blow your house down. The brick one stays up, right? Right? Oh my gosh. Stay safe, Michelle. Yeah, I'm bunkered down. I have zero food if we run out of hydro or we... But hey, fuck. Raw hot dogs, baby. We'll nibble on some dry pasta. We'll nibble on some dry pasta. I know. Okay, that's enough. How you guys doing? Oh my gosh, ladybird. First time I pulled a ladybug, guys. I've been waiting for this card. I have only seen one ladybug so far. And I haven't seen a dragonfly yet. Thanks to Angie, Witchmoon73, she actually shared some Texas dragonflies this morning. I was like, rawr. Ladybird. I'd never heard it called Ladybird until I bought this book. Oh, this deck, whatever. Yeah, okay, that's enough. Ladybird, luck. All of your manifesting, positive thoughts, and visualizations have been heard. Whoop, whoop. Ladybirds symbolize luck, and you might have been working on a project or have goals to achieve and generally been manifesting for the future. And she comes to show you that all your hard work will come to fruition. More happiness is on the way. Whee! Come on down, baby, me ready. Ladybird is also a sign to slow down, don't rush, or try too hard. Exactly. I've been grounded. Stop trying, Genevieve. Not your turn to try anymore. Stay true to your heart and do everything with honor. Honor, valor, integrity. Words to live by, right? The crystal companions to Ladybug is Aventurine. Aventurine. I don't know how to say it with an English accent. Aventurine. Sounds better in French, right, guys? Citrine, and Jade. Ooh, cool. Jade and ladybugs. Wow, that makes sense. I have jade somewhere, I just don't know where. Just grab one of these. Ooh, lions at the bottom of the deck. Be generous of spirit. Be generous of spirit consistently. That word, consistency, I think it's like my word of the month or more. Consistency. Sandpiper. Piper gotta eat. Sandpiper gotta eat. 51. Be playful. I'm not gonna read the book. Being playful is self-evident. Doesn't mean that it's easy. Right? It doesn't mean that it's easy, but self-evident. Is that palm trees in an hourglass, Tom? Let's get a crystal going. Maybe I'll pay. That would be so cool. We'll see. Nobody chatting. Me not need my glasses right now. Calling all angels. If you need Mama Bear on deck, I am sitting here and ready to go. I'm already gone. I'm already started. I've been on for what, 11 minutes? And I didn't come in with anything to say per se. I came in to gather space. Gather space. Does that make sense? I don't know. So yeah. Yes, that way. Playfulness. Dumortierite. Is that double 21? No, that's 51. 21. 2 and 1 is 3. Trinity. And the 2 and the 1 come together. Trinity. Where's my book? Oh, yeah. Something going on up there. Hear it? Roar, bitches. Come vacuum here when you're done. Oh, man. Never hurts to ask, right? I wouldn't let him vacuum my house. I just vacuumed my house yesterday. Boom. Organization, orderliness, clutter clearing, and list making. I'm not so good at this part. Not all plans will come to fruition, but in the planning we learn so much. Have you worked out your plans, making lists and organizing your thoughts? Dumortierite's message to use to take the ideas in your mind and commit them to paper in an orderly fashion. For you are supported right now in structuring plans that will help you achieve the fulfillment and healing you seek. Your mental discipline is enhanced now. That hasn't kicked in for me yet. Oh my gosh, so pull out your journal and write your to-do items. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Scratch had to get a drink. What'd you grab? I got water on the go. Water. Aw, Wolf Dude. That's awesome. I feel okay for the first time in a long time, Mama Bear. Thank you for all you do and you are. Thank you. He's glad if you feel good. It does kick in. It really does, eh, Wolf Dude? Love you. Emoji King. Exactly what I'm doing? You being playful? Tom, I just fell a flight at a time. Sand fell about a half an hour ago. Went? Not sure what you mean, dude. Scratch drinking tea? Aw, cool. Hey, Mr. Hugh. Happy Friday, Jen. Hope you have a nice day. Yeah, it's going well so far. Thank you. You as well. You're already evening where you are. Oh, wow. This is so beautiful. We never pulled this card before. Oh my gosh. Swan. Graceful transformation. Soften your heart and find your flow. And boom, the tiger's on the other side. I just finished watching Blue's video a few minutes ago. She had the eye of the tiger in her video. Where are you? History, Blue the Curve, share. If you guys don't have Blue's channel, here, I was just watching this before I came in. Swan. Graceful transformation. Soften your heart and find your flow. The swan is a beautiful symbol of the divine feminine. It's asking that you pay more attention to your intuition and your instincts. The swan has an angelic energy that brings grace, guiding and encouraging you to soften your heart even further. The swan will help you find your flow. She will be your guide, connecting you to your higher self, where she can connect to the angelic realms above and bring down your higher guidance for you. All that she asks is that you stay true to yourself and shine your inner light and your inner beauty bright so that the world can see it. Looking to the future, the swan will help you accept healing and transformation, or you might be guarding and protecting yourself. Her energy is a gentle healer. The swan is sacred to Aphrodite, goddess of love, and they nurture true love together. Excuse me. Amazonite, moonstone, and blue lace agate are the crystal accompaniments to this. And it's funny, I took the blue lace agate out of the deck, I don't know, I think it's been 2 months, and I put it here because first of all, I don't even know where to go find this. Second, even if I could, I can't get there right now, and whatever, but I don't have blue lace agate, but I need it around me, so I took it out of the deck and I kept it close for 2 months. Last night that happened, Tom? Coffee and watermelon, Jack? I can have both at the same time. Who's gonna stop me? Not me. Not me. Oh my gosh. You go, you little rebel, you. Moochie King. Oh, I don't know how you do it to eat so much motherfucking watermelon, dude. I love ya. Oh. And I say that because seriously, in the last summer, I only had watermelon once that actually tasted good to me, and I couldn't force myself to eat the other ones. Tom, were you gonna make a hot dog? We did make hot dogs last night on the open flame there by the fire. Yeah, I deleted the fireside. I would call it more of an ember side stream last night because I never stoked the fire. I was letting it go, and I didn't want to throw water on it. I'd rather just like burn the embers out till they're like burn, right? But yeah, I deleted the stream because it wasn't very long, but it was clogged, like it wasn't uploading, and it was just jammed in my stuff, so I deleted it. But yeah, thanks to those who came in for a bit last night. That was fun for me. I felt shy because I was talking out loud by myself and in like open yard, but hey. Good, Emoji King. He's glad for you. We got good watermelon this and last week. Awesome. Hi, Andrew Lunsford. How's everything going, Andrew? Welcome. Happy Friday. Andrew. Andrew was one of my grandfather's favorite names. He named his son, my dad's brother, André, which is the French version of Andrew. And Andrew's just a really big synchronicity for me, for my grandfather. Athena, knowledge, number 5. I love this blue so much. And her eyes, eh? Athena, knowledge. Athena, the Greek goddess of intellect and strategy, says knowledge is power, and you're in a perfect position to gain greater clarity at this time. Clarity matters. Clarity is important. Consistent clarity as well. Your hard work is paying off, and everything you have learned about life has brought you to this moment in time. Your knowledge, choices, and intentions are aligned with divine will. Your intellect is keen and your mind is clear and you know what you have to do. Right now, the world is making sense and you don't have to question or debate it. You can take things at face value. If you think it adds up, it's because it does. Have courage. Your most precious dreams are within reach. I'm going to read the alignment message. Sometimes logic just isn't enough to determine the truth of your situation. And right now, things do not add up or make sense, so you find yourself distrustful. Ingenuity and curiosity are called for as you face the unknown. Don't jump to conclusions. All the information has yet to be revealed, and it won't come by force or overthinking and overanalyzing. Athena offers you this alignment task of releasing any projected story or expectations and accepting that you don't have all the facts to make informed decisions or choices. Ask for clarity, remain open and receptive, and then wait for the will of the divine to respond. This is the correct and most beneficial strategy right now. I don't know who needs this, but trust yourself. It's a duck or it's not a duck, right? Some things you just shouldn't even have to question. Some things you shouldn't have to question. And when you do question it, that's your red flag, right? Andrew, doing well for a Friday? Right on. Emoji. I've got blue eyes. Blue eyes. What's that song? Blue eyes crying in the rain. Blue eyes. Is it Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain? And I don't know why that song came up first, because that Blue Eye song, another Blue Eye song came up for me this morning. But all of a sudden I just remember that other song. I hadn't heard it in so long. That way, Master Love, True Rhythm. Ooh, rhythm is a dancer. Rhythm is a dancer. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ow, I just indented my knee. Ow. What was I thinking? Wolf dude, I got yellow eyes at night. Still freaks me out. Dude, there's a lot of stuff about me that still freaks me out. I get it. I get it. Sometimes like the body changes without witness, and it's like, even this morning I looked down and I was like, what the fuck? Is that a new birthmark, or has it been there all along and I didn't notice, or I forgot it was there? Like the stuff with the body. Woo! I don't even want to get into it, not to crank myself up. Spirit of the earth. Itchy nose. Wow, it's been a while I ain't streamed with an itchy nose. Spirit of the earth. Prosperity is blooming in all areas of your life. You are strong and grounded. Who you are is enough, just as you are. Exactly. Stop trying to wait till you're perfect and just enjoy your own self and let others enjoy you. Connect more fully with nature. Spirit of earth asks that you tend to your health. Detox your body. Understand how to use your body's physiology. Pay attention to how your body feels and respond accordingly. Create a home for your soul. Yup. Cool. I'm going to leave it at that. That's enough, eh? Cool. Let's go. So I ain't used one of these in a couple weeks, maybe even a month. There's a lot of reading with this one, usually. So we're going to go with Living with a Feather Heart. Feather art. Feather heart. 42 ideals of Ma'at in daily life. Moji King just got certified as a detox specialist and iridologist. A detox specialist. I don't know why, the Moji King, but when you say a detox specialist, yeah, no, not you. It reminds me of The Sopranos, which is like completely out of the blue, makes no fucking sense, but it reminds me of The Sopranos, where you would use that as like, oh, I'm a detox specialist, you know, as like a cover. Tissue detoxification, you got certified in 1994. Oh my gosh. This drawing quacks me up. Reminds me of Madonna Vogue. No joke. Oh, get ready. Get ready. I'll show it after I find the fucking page. I follow my inner guidance. Hello, walk away, I will follow. I follow my inner guidance. Hello. What page are you on? Oh, 32. 3 and 2 is 5. That's double fives. 32. I follow my inner guidance. That way. Earth magnet, sea mother, reverse speech, rhythm as a dancer. See what I mean? Her little like cuppy thingies for her boobies. Reminds me of Madonna videos. I follow my inner guidance. The 6 integral faculties of the mind are believed to be reason, memory, perception, will, imagination, and intuition. The mind's faculties are its metaphorical chess pieces, chess sink, which assist in strategic navigation over the chessboard of waking life. Through reason, we are able to logically plan and strategize. That's like this is like the third card with planning and strategy. That's a lot for 29 minutes. 3 cards talk about planning and strategy, right? That way, I love lemons. Oh my gosh, yes, it does look like lemons. You know what? When we walked by the thrift shop, there was a lemon bikini, and I wanted to go in so bad, but I ain't got no money, honey, not even for a thrift shop today. So I was like, fuck, walk away from the thrift shop. Lily Woes was actually in the door for once, because usually she's like, no, mom. And then she was in the door, come on, mom. And I was like, I can't, I've got no money, honey. Doesn't matter if there's like a lemon bikini waiting for me. I can't go get it. It's really cute. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna like double back to the first beginning of the sentence. Through reason, we are able to logically plan and strategize. Like a rock. Oh, like a rock. That's Bob Seger. Remember that song, Like a Rock, Bob Seger? I stood tall and I stood strong. We can move backward or forward, left or right, but we have the notion to think ahead with logic instead of just operating on instinct. Memory and powers are remembering encoded within our DNA of our reasoning, a faculty which dances like a bishop, fully aware and grounded in the notion of contrast. Perception is like the night, and it might jump over your memory and reason depending on circumstances, disregarding contrast, fueled by strength and conviction. Imagination is king, creative potential which allows us to build our castles in the sky through the power of our mind's eye. With this aptitude of insight, we allow the will to be the pawn which captures the reality we wish to claim. And finally, the queen to our king of imagination is our power of intuition as the universal language of feeling, the synthesis of emotion and insight, foresight met with strategy. Intuition, in conjunction with all the other working parts of the conscious mind, brings total awareness. And through cultivation of awareness and the ideal of inner guidance, we are led to a deepening of awareness of self and the self-strategic relationship to the totality of the all. Okay. Emoji King, it does make perfect sense for an ex-Marine sniper. Oh, nice, Emoji King. I love that. I found a piece of wood knot, and it looks like an abstract boat. That's awesome. I love finding naughty wood that looks like there's an eye and then kind of a beak and stuff. And I say that because I just saw a piece yesterday like that. Emoji King, I just watched a bunch of videos on lemons for a client for detox. 3 new clients yesterday. Rawr, right on, Emoji King. Detox those bitches. Can't help it. It says 77 on my screen. 33 and 77. Detox those bitches. That would be a good name for a company, eh? Detox company. Maybe not a name, but a mission statement. I know. I'm like Jerry Maguire. Mission statement. Oh, that way I love Le Mans. Le Mans? In reverse, Mama love ya. I love Le Mans. Emoji King. Roar, bitches, eat your lemons. Tom, what kind of shuffle is that? It's a tomcat shuffle, of course. A tomcat shuffle, get it? Roar, bitches, eat your lemons. Oh my god. Isn't their expression go suck a lemon? Okay. Oh, penguin again. Oh, really? Penguins made for life. Life. They bring pebbles. They didn't buy into the program and go buy diamonds because they are the diamond light. Okay. Diamond light activation. Light activations and new energies are coming your way. Woo! Be open and receive and welcome them in. Open up, buttercups. The penguin light is coming. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh my gosh, Emoji King. You had to go there, dude. Oh my god, I can't believe you're going to make me say that word out loud. You know, some people do lemon enemas. Not me. Not yet. That'll pucker you up. Lemon enemas. Sounds good, say it out loud. Lemon enemas. Right? You can promote that. Use it as one word. Maybe people won't realize what the fuck you're talking about, Willis. Lemon pledge. I pledge allegiance to the lemons. No more no enema. Keep your friends close and your enemas far. Oh my god. Sandpiper's fault, guys. Be playful. Blame this stream on the Sandpiper. Blame. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go straight to hell if I blame anything. I assume all responsibility for my silliness. In this moment and all, ever. Praise sweet baby Jesus, amen. Amen. Lemon. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This is why people do panels, so they can press on mute and just go Angel in the background and somebody takes over. Oh my god. Hang on. Oh, happy tears. Happy tears. Whew. Anybody else hot or is it just me? Oh my gosh. Sometimes when I laugh, I get so like not dry. Not dry. Oh, that way. Silliness is playfulness. Can I be goofy too? Can I be a goof too? Okay. Oh, chirp, chirp, chirp. See? I like this being back with the high school gang. Yes. High School Confidential. Is that a Canadian song? High School Confidential. Who sings it? It's a chick. I'm pretty sure it's a Canadian song. High School Confidential. She's got black hair. Or she did back in the day when she sang. Emoji King, I'm laughing because I can. Yes. Laughing's important. Oh, 48. Yeah, I just counted on my fingers. 48 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Trinity. Double trinities. A burst of magic. An epiphany. A sudden higher knowing. A sense that everything has a purpose. Your purpose is a gift bestowed upon you. Cultivating conscious contact with the higher powers. Coming to know what calls to you and lights you up. Sometimes you might find that something you've been pondering or a dilemma that you let go of revisits you without warning. It might hit you while you're thinking about nothing, or the trigger might just be the right words arising in a conversation, a book, or a blog. An epiphany strikes like a lightning bolt. I love epiphanies. Epiphanies are my favorite. Me want some. Arr. An epiphany strikes you like a lightning bolt, waking you up to a truth that has previously eluded you. It's as if the whole world stops in that moment. Exactly. It's like in The Greatest Showman, where it doesn't matter if everybody's talking all around, everything just becomes quiet. It's as if the whole world stops in that moment as you integrate the missing pieces of the puzzle you were meant to solve all along. This is such a time for you now. The answers are coming directly from source. Whoop, whoop. And being downloaded into you with such force of conviction that you cannot be the same again. True that. True that. Be grateful, for this is a beautiful burst of magic, and it's not an everyday gift. Inherent in this is the knowledge, that Spirit is always listening. Spirit is your loving partner, reminding you that you are not alone. And even when it appears that you are trapped, there's always a key to unlock the solution if you cultivate the willingness to be open and in tune with Source. The answers you seek come when you stop looking for them. Be mindful today. When information pops up out of the blue, pay attention. The action you will need to take will become obvious as you integrate the magical wisdom. Regardless of the subject of your inquiry, you will be transformed, and only good will come of this. Hey T, happy Friday, dude. How was your day? Ooh, rawr, Emoji King. Custom detox protocols to encourage epiphany increase. Rawr, I like that. I'm gonna repeat that. Custom detox protocols to encourage epiphany increases. Ooh. Yeah. That way. Thanks. The great card. Thanks for reading it. Yeah, I tend to have, fuck that book, eh? I'm not reading this book. I get whiny sometimes. I do. I can't help it though, right? Been a couple years reading the same stuff. I really need that epiphany to, like, you know, land. Smack me on. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, what's with the itchy nose? It's been a while since. Usually my nose always itched during stream, then it stopped. Now it's starting to itch again. Emoji King, you got work to do. Break is over. Right on. Enjoy your work. Work. Whistle while you work, Emoji King. Have a good day, Jack. Spider. Shout out Shannon222. Spider Queen. Spider Woman. Get off me. Dude! Boom! Oh, I love it. I freaking love when that happens. Shannon222. I just woke up. My spider, yes. Rawr. Yeah. I didn't know you were gonna be here. I see you just got here just in time. Yeah, sweetie. I pulled the spider. I said shout out Shannon222, and I started looking through this book that drives me nuts. Tears. Me loves you, sweetie. Yeah. It's overwhelming, that feeling sometimes of how synced in the flow, eh, sweetie? Seriously. Like when I asked Kelly, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Kelly came in and I had just said something, right? And then I asked her, this is like the third time in like a week and a half that you come in, and I was saying something about us, our exchanges of energy, like something, right? And then boom, there she is. You heard me? He's glad you can hear. We're getting stronger, eh, Shannon? Your day was good, T? Right on. Emoji, I almost forgot. Awesome video in your community section. Love the chipmunk and the squirrels. The video, like, I didn't mean for it to be so long, but there was just, like, it was squirrel heaven here, right? And then, like, the pigeons were there, the blackbirds, and Toby got there. It was like, oh my gosh, Toby hadn't come see me all day. Toby is the chipmunk, by the way. There's only one. And it's very easy to tell there's only one because he's always coming right to me, and there's no other ones around right now, right? Which is cool because I'd rather have just my one dude. I don't need any other chipmunk energy. It's fine. Be monogamous to my Toby. Only feed him as chipmunks. Anyway, spider, creator of prosperity through life's work and dharma. The spider is an ingenious creature, and its greatest gift is weaving the thread of dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented. And soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry, and abundance follows. Yeah, that resonates with me because I've been more process-oriented for a long time. The results and the full circle of it is kind of why I want the epiphany, right? But, yeah, makes total sense to me. Tom, find nuts. Yeah, we went to buy nuts after, not long after I made the video. And, oh my God. We got 2 kilos of like squirrel mix bird seed type of thing. 2 kilos doesn't sound like it's a lot, but when you gotta carry it on your freaking back, oh my gosh. I was like, what the heck? But we should be stocked up for the weekend. It's a long weekend here in Canada, May 2-4. That's probably not the official name. I think it's Victoria Day weekend to be official, but I don't celebrate Victoria. I don't celebrate 2-4s either. I don't drink beer, but hey, I'd rather call it May 2-4 than Victoria Day weekend. Shannon, I can't believe this. It's so cool to wake up to my tribe. And you know what, too, Shannon, is I wasn't sure I was going to stream, and I was just, all of a sudden, I felt a wave of tiredness, and I told myself, I'm either going to bed or I'm going to do a stream. And then I was like, I don't want to necessarily sleep, and the tiredness is not overwhelming, but it's there. So I was like, I'm going to go stream, and if it's not meant to be, it won't upload, like it won't upload, or I won't last, right? But here I am. That way, it says you can carry a heavy load, G, and you do. But that's the thing. One of my last jobs, I really pushed myself all the time to carry stuff, and let's just say that carrying a load on my back is not the same as it used to be, and I don't enjoy it very much at all. So it doesn't matter if it's only a few kilos. What it does to my shoulder blade, and then how it goes all the way down my arm, doesn't feel good at all. But hey, do what you gotta do, right? I'm not very crazy about that little cart that I bought. We still haven't used it. I'd rather carry the load than be pushing it. The way that it is downtown and everything, just I don't feel comfortable pushing a cart. There's a lot of people already with their whole life in a fucking cart right now, and it just, I don't know. I haven't even been out farther than anywhere since we went and saw Sonic. I wish I could say that I handled it gracefully, what happened with the taxi driver, but I didn't, because I don't want to get back in a taxi right now. It doesn't matter who it is. So, yeah. Oh, well. Shannon, I'm so glad you pulled the spider. Me too. And a lot of the cards that I pull have associations with us all, like, right? Like, sometimes I associate certain cards with certain people now because it's been so long, or because of, especially for you, the way you came into the journey with us, Shannon, and the spider was just so prevalent during that first month that you came in, and how I had pulled Spider Woman for the first time. So it's ingrained in me now, that imprint of Shannon 222 and Spider, which is amazing because me love spiders, right? It's pure and it's awesome to me. I haven't pulled one of these in a couple days. Well, since last week maybe. I just want to grab the book. There it is. Really, T. Jen, my throat chakra tickled when I came into the stream first thing. It hasn't done that to me yet this stream, but this stream, T, my nose is very itchy. It's just on and off, which will usually actually, it happens like when I'm on a certain energy and there's like lots of like energies around me, like kind of that fairy energy and stuff. Shannon, I think the Spider Woman got us was the first one. And I also love spiders. Yeah. I can see myself pulling the card, Shannon. Like where I can see exactly the position I was sitting in. Because when I streamed in the other house, I moved the stream around right? So I can see myself exactly how I was sitting in the moment that I pulled that card. And it was like a year-ish ago, right? Hi, Trace B. How you feeling, little G? Me is feeling super good. Super good. We got thunder energy in the air. Also, we're under high wind and tornado warnings too right now, which I don't feel that it's going to affect us personally. And I'm basically battening down my energy hatches all over here, and you know, may it go where it needs to go, if it needs to, right? But it's been a good day. Quiet. That way, 2 electric bikes for Lily and G might be wishing. Maybe. I never think about it yet that way, but I know I want a vehicle back. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking about it. There's no, you know, what will be, but I don't want to live without a fucking vehicle that way. I know you do, and I know other people do, but I don't want to, not at all. I gave up the timeline of the vehicle that I had because it wasn't pure anymore. It was toxic, to the point where when I actually, you know, gave back the keys and got home safe, walked home safe, I cried, because the last month I was so worried that something was going to happen to us. That's how toxic it was, right? So at this point, I'm just bouncing back from it all, accepting my reality the way that it is, but it you know, I honestly, I'm being brave by how it feels to not have one. And if my mind thought about it too much that way, I right? So quiet for you too today, Trace B. Scratch. I knew I should have just stayed here and not Flea Bay too. Bought another guitar, grr. What do you mean, grr? If you went to Flea Bay and there was a good guitar to get, good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. That's what you get for double dipping, eh, Scratch? That's what you get for double dipping. Shannon, I put my truck in the shop yesterday to get the blinkers fixed. And I also got the lights above the license plate fixed. And I got the inspection today. Yay. My truck is getting legal slowly. Right on. That way, I'd love a vehicle, just not a registered one. Yeah. Again, as who I am, the mama bear, and you know, I can't take certain chances and just do it the right way, right? For the paradigm that I'm in. Shannon, I got a bicycle at the pawn shop. The Walmart truck is in the shop. I don't have to ask for rides from people. LOL, I love my new bike. Yeah, that's epic, Shannon. That way says registered is fully surrendered. No, I would say registered is living within the paradigm that we're in. But hey, I'm not here to debate all that, right? Shannon 222. After I get the license plate to say Texas instead of Alabama, I'm gonna go by common law and drop everything. I want my truck in my name first. Yeah. Scratch, you have way too many guitars already. Do you share on your channel, dude? Do you share your gifts on your channel? Oh, Trace B. Scratch, I have one guitar and I haven't been able to play it. My fingers lock up and it was my dad's. Yeah. They will play again though, Trace. They will play again. Sending super extra magical love to your fingers, Trace B. Shannon 222. I went 15 years without a vehicle. Now I don't know what I would do with my little F-150. Exactly. Yeah. Scratch says, oh, sorry to read that, Trace. I have problems with my mine locking up too sometime. It gets better the more I use them and keep them warm. It's nice that you have his guitar, though. Yeah, for sure. Oh my God, Scratch. Dude. Yes, you can play. Only people who can play say they can't play. No guitar stuff on my channel. I can't really play. I just can't stop buying them. Sharing is caring, Scratch. Gifts are gifts. Don't judge your own gifts. Don't judge your gifts. And you know what that reminds me of though, Scratch? Seriously? For real. I would say it would have been, he was born in 2012. Around 2014, I started buying beads and needles and leather and all sorts of stuff. Like, no joke, Scratch. At one point, I was looking at my inventory that was all just in a spot. And I started to cry because I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm a fucking hoarder. I'm buying stuff. Every time I go out, I see something and it's like a tool to work with leather or different size of needles and different colors of beads. And I was just like, what the fuck's wrong with me? Like, I'm buying all these things. I'm not doing anything with them. I don't even know how to use any of this shit. Like, I don't know how to use any of this. And then lo and behold, one day I was like, okay, that's enough. There's stuff everywhere. And I'm just going to start getting her done. And I don't have my first pieces I've ever made because I gifted them. But they were almost as big as this. And, you know, this is what came out of me. Right? So for years, I had been hoarding materials. This needs to be fixed right here. I had been hoarding materials, not knowing what I was going to do with them, and not being a crafter at all, right? And then when inside of me finally just was like, go, just do it. And seriously, my ex would look at me and he would say to me, like, literally, it wasn't very nice, but he would say to me, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just make lines. Just practice doing something. Like, why do you start these big fucking projects, Michelle? And I would look at him and be like, I don't want to do lines. I can't just sit here and repeat a stitch to learn how to do it. It fucking drives me bonkers. So it's like, this is what I want to make. This is what I want to do. And I started like big projects, like a big lighthouse this big, like bead style, and a big sailboat this big. Or I would like grab leather and then just all of a sudden just cut it up and make a pouch without, you know, I wasn't imitating anything. I wasn't using tutorials. I was just like making stuff. So it does happen for real that we ahead of time are guided by our soul, our heart space to start to gather certain things, not really knowing why. And then boom, when it's time, and by boom, when it's time, you can't just sit there and look at your stuff. There's work to be done, right? But you know what I mean? this was from January to March 2019, and it's after like my rainbow dragon came to me. My rainbow dragon has a heart of gold, and so I did him as good as I could through the beads to like have a visual of what my dragon energy feels like. And then it was the same for the lion. As soon as the dragon was done, I started on the lion. And most of both pieces were done in a short time, and then it took me months to finish other parts. My owl, which I started in September 2019. Yeah, September 2019. He's still not done. Right? I need to be really grounded when I do this. I need to feel fully just like it's total trance mode. And there's something blocking. He's just not done yet. And there's only this much left, and the filling in of the eyes, right? Like he's almost done, but he'll get done when I get to him. But yeah. Hey, Mr. No Fly Zone, how's it going? No, Scratch. You said, no, I really can't play. I'd like to be able to. I think I've left it for a bit too late in life. It's the opposite. Your gifts were meant to be more dormant before, and they will. They're there. Me knows. You would not say this if I didn't, right? This whole like awakening, ascension journey, especially for those of us over a certain age, we're the late bloomers. So no matter what life we had and what we actually excelled at in our matrix kind of first part of our incarnation, I'll call it, the truest gifts that we have were not available to us. And it's now. Now is the time. And there's no such thing as the age, right? None. People pick up guitar at 60 years old and play. And I know my grandfather did. I think he was 70 something when he re-picked up a guitar in his life and he started to play again. So, age is a program. Scratch, I'm the same. I got so much crap. Yeah. Scratch, I was actually starting to sell stuff, but it's like to sell two things, then I buy something else. I'm useless. No, you're not useless. Don't say that. No, don't be hard to talk on yourself. Everything happens for a reason. When and if you're meant to get rid of something, you'll be like, whoa, this is why I kept it all this time, right? There's always a reason for everything. What do you mean, Emoji King surrendered? What does surrendered mean? I guess I've seen everything now. A mouse just walked up to me and surrendered? What does that mean? Shannon 222, I save sailboats. Me love sailboats. And old wind-up music boxes. Yeah. What?
Candy box. When we did candy, the chocolate stuff.
Okay.
Box.
Yes, dear. Yeah, Shannon, I like that you thought it was a horse. I like it even better now. But that's the cool thing about the, first of all, our perception, how our eyes see things, because I can understand why you would see that completely, right? I can completely understand why you'd see the horse. And the illusion of the both is super cool. To me, anyways, right? Yeah, my town, really? Shannon, my town mascot is Wildcats, like your shirt. Exactly, no way. Woodfield is the school that my daughter went to. That's so awesome, Shannon. I have an Arizona Wildcats shirt, I think, too. I had bought last year at a whatever store. Like I found it for $2. It was new. I think is Arizona Wildcats. I forget. I haven't worn it in a long time. Moji King. I'm presently throwing out a lot of stuff. I got a ticket from the city of Boston for not covering a barrel. Wonderful. The same cat pose. Whoa, that's cool, Shannon. For no wonder I kept it on today then. Scratch. I got to do that too, Moji King. Lots of old junk to throw away. When you guys throw away, are you leaving it on the side of the road for people or donating it? Don't throw shit away. Give it away. Give it away for free. Don't throw it away. Yes, Scratch. It's amazing how much crap I could accumulate in 30 years. Yup. It's amazing, too, what it feels like when you actually do choose to get rid of stuff, too. For real. Bonjour, Helen. Helen, things you do make me crazy about you. Thanks for coming in, Helen Skygazer. How's everything going? T, are you still here, dude? You asked for a card. I didn't ignore it. That's so cool, Shannon 222. I'm in Littlefield. LOL, Wildcats. Right on, Scratch. I'll donate everything that's worth donating. I'd rather help others if possible. Yeah. And sometimes it's so strange, Scratch? Those things that we have that are like even half broke ass could be like the piece that somebody needs, like a piece that somebody needs for something, right? You never know. Hey, Triple B's Farms. Cheers. How's your day, y'all? Me's going awesome. How are you, dude? It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. I'm not sure I'll be able to have a fire tonight. We're in a wind warning, thunderstorm warning, and possible tornado warning, so I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with that. Helen, not too bad, thank you. Too many things going on. Are you able to sleep, Helen, and take time for yourself, sweetie? Is it 4:20, guys? Okay, T, I'm going to pull the card that's for you, and it's going to be around the 70 timestamp. If ever he comes in later and he wasn't listening. Ooh, there's even flamingos on here. Flamingos remind me of Creatrix and Jansu. Oh, yes, there's even a polar bear. Okay, I'm going to just sit here and examine the card by myself. Right? Here it comes. Okay, 37. 3 and 7 is the number of the card. Try to get a load of everything that's in there, guys. There's a lot of imagery in there. Ideal course of action. It's easy to be overwhelmed in the planning of a new endeavor. Simplify your plans. Clearly envisage what you would like to accomplish and find ways to ensure you can stay on the path. Eliminate self-sabotage or other behaviors that might derail you. Determine what you desire next. Do this through daydreaming and visualizing what delights and inspires you. And trust that this is an important phase and it's necessary to maintain alignment and clarity. Shannon, I love sharing. Me too. Pretty much same, Shannon. I love that you say that. Me too. Pretty much everything I own has a crack or a scratch or broken in some way or other. Or stains or paint or something. Yeah. Like I do have some well, I have random things that aren't, but pretty much same. Everything that I own was either gifted to me or found it like super cheap at a thrift shop because I had sold everything in 2019 and we started over, right? In 2019, I didn't think I was going to be starting over by grabbing just odds and ends and like in survival mode, basically. You know what I mean? But hey, life is a mystery. Helen Skygazer, I've been funnily enough not sleeping well at all, but after my spider bite, I've slept like crazy. Helen, you're the second person. Spider bite. How's it going now? Where were you bitten, Helen? Emoji King, I can find a purpose for some things that even is surprising to my little mind. Being creative, I make murals in my mind constantly. Yes, the water does stand out a lot to me as well, Helen. Do you see the castle too, right? The dandelions, both yellow and the wishy ones, right? So there's the two stages. I thought that was pretty cool too. You 3 minutes behind, laying back, chilling. Cool tea. It's around the 70-minute mark that I read the card. Helen, my leg. I'm on strong ethamphetamines. I don't know how to say those words. Yeah, I knew a lady who worked with me, whatever. And she had like intravenous. A nurse came to the house twice a day to give her stuff. Like that's how, like it wasn't just pills or just some sort of something, like someone had to do a procedure. And we were gifted the opportunity that somebody come to us because basically we lived in the middle of nowhere, one road in, one road out, Tamagmi. And there's a health clinic, and through the health clinic they chose to come to the house, well, to the house. It wasn't a house, it was a motel, right? But still. And yeah, it took a while for her to recuperate. Yeah, Emoji King, exactly. Mobiles and wind chimes, walking sticks, broke stuff for my misfitty self. Scratch says a lot of my stuff does now too, Shannon. It never used to be like that though. Everything would have to be perfect. And now I care less. Stuff ain't that important anymore. Yeah. And it's not just that. Is, you know what, Scratch? And anybody else listening, obviously, but things are meant to be used. Right? So, you know, things are meant to be used. It's like us. We bought a brand new fire pit, like it's been 2 weeks, and there's already rust on it. Right? But it's a fire pit. It's supposed to be used. And a lot of stuff is like that. Like, okay, it's beautiful that we buy things and we don't, want to scratch them or dent them on purpose, but that's what life does, right? If you are living, you're going to have impact or scratch things or break things or things are going to spill, right? And that's it. It's meant to be used. It's important. And there's so many people who live their life buying beautiful things, but they don't use them, right? You ever know somebody who buys like a beautiful candle that's like $15, $20 or more, but they never light them, right? They're just decorative. They stay there and they're not being used. And, it's meant to be, the candle is meant to be burned. I get it that some people are fancy pantsy and they want a decoration, but you know what I'm saying. Whoa, that's a cool idea, Emoji King. I bought a walking stick wrapped with multicolored broke charging cords. That's pretty cool. What the fuck do you do with that shit after? That's so cool. Why not? Huh. Okay, I need to move around and just take a little bit of a break, guys, because yeah, I do. Good, baby.
Huh?
Looking good. Hey, JG. Aren't all shovels antiques now? Sometimes, eh? Where are you from, JG? How did you find us? Welcome. I just gotta catch up. Emoji King. Anyone want an antique shovel? Got 17 of them? Rawr, dude, that's so cool. I actually need an axe. I do. I need an axe. And I don't have money for a new one. And even if I did, it's too cheap to buy a new one. So I'm thinking of putting an ad of like on the local buy and sell stuff or whatever of just like, I need an axe delivered. But that kind of freaks me out, right? Right? Is that kind of freaky? Like asking for an axe to be delivered? Ooh, I don't know. We'll see. I need an axe to come into my life. I can't make kindling with the wood because I don't have an axe. And my machete, it doesn't do the impact that I need. Scratch says you're nearly as bad with shovels as I am with guitars, Emoji King. Ah, that's funny. Emoji King, antique bikes, what do you want? Dude stole my 1971 area bass, replaced it after I grabbed him with a crap guitar. Tea, I had sausage and traditional chips for dinner from a chipper. It was lovely, but now I'm hungry again. Helen, not at all. Right on about the axe. Yeah, Emoji King, peeps waiting for me to put stuff as trash out on the sidewalk. Dude, there was somebody putting stuff out earlier, like furniture. There's a super beautiful white bureau, but I just didn't feel like asking anybody to bring it to me. But if it's still there, we'll see. If it's still there in 24 hours, it's maybe meant to be. I don't know. Everything said, just keep walking. Just keep walking. That way, you just manifested an axe. You just watch and see. Yeah. Yeah, I did. It's coming. It's coming. Helen says, yup, bring it on. Thank you, God. Yes. It's coming. Rar, Emoji King. Someone with cooking with garlic in the neighborhood. I can smell it. Oh, man, that just reading that makes me salivate, makes me hungry. T just talked about food. Now I'm talking about smelling garlic cooking. Rar. Know that you know that you know. Yeah, that way. Yeah. Not gonna lie, that way I've fallen into a little slump of like kind of, I'm not in fear, but close to it because it's the end of the month pretty much, right? So now I actually lived for like a month and a half with, you know, ample abundance for me and Lily. And the feeling of actually having exactly what I need for anything I need or want hadn't happened to me since, I don't know, 2008. And it felt fucking good. And I thought it was going to stay sustained. But here I am at the end of the month with like the rent paid, but nothing left. And I fucking hate that feeling for what I'm putting out. It doesn't feel good, right? It doesn't feel good. It felt good to have money and to know like that one day where all of a sudden I realized Sonic was in town. You know, it's not that I would do that every fucking movie because I wouldn't. But that one time that Sonic 2 was there and it was like, boom, let's go. Let's go have an adventure, Lily. Let's go do this. And for us, it was our Christmas and birthday present because I never got Christmas or birthday presents for Lily at all. Like, not one, right? So, you know, in April, we lived our birthday feeling of like something that's like mega, like out of the blue. Sonic, out of the blue, get it? Right? But that way, I feel you. It comes in waves. Stay prepared. Yes, I do agree that it comes in waves, but as a body mass of water, most lakes, unless big, like, you know, there is not such a wave. Lakes are stable. You know what I mean? So the stability of that, the stability, right? I've worked darn hard, really, really, right? So it's just like that feeling of none of this is normal, what I'm doing. So yeah, be prepared for the wave and just wait for it, right? Like a surfer, wait for the perfect wave. Emoji says, Scratch, I loved that bass guitar, and that guitar was with me through a lot of places over 30 years. Yeah. Whoa, boom. Flamingo. This is one of the things that was like wild to me and stood out, and then I just pulled the flamingo card. Flamingo, unity heart. You're being called to work on collective healing. You can be the brightest, most vivacious person, but still need the guidance and comfort of a flock, a group of others that help lift you. Don't be afraid to ask for help or look for guidance in others at this time. We must learn to move together, to heal, and to support each other. The old structures of self-absorption are crumbling as we move towards a unified consciousness. The flamingo shows us that we can be beautiful, vibrant, and bold, and still hold our voice with a group. We will still be seen and heard, and our voice or sense of self will not disappear. It will be lifted in new ways. You're surrounded in love and support from the heavens at this time, and unseen guides and messengers are waiting to connect. Call on them. Ask for help. The crystal companions are pink amethyst, pink kunzite, and calabato calcite. I have no idea what calabato calcite is. I don't know if my glasses are super dirty or if it's just really foggy in here. It's either really foggy in here or my glasses are dirty. I probably got coconut oil in them. Oh, wow. I can see clearly now. The coconut oil is gone. That way, I often wonder if the wave will come in, although I know it has to. Sometimes it's frustrating, and then I let go. Yeah. And for myself, I was wondering, like, do I just, like, keep a certain amount of money and not give enough to the landlord? And I was like, no. I'm finally, like, caught up. I'm finally, like, boom. And it's like, I trust in the universe that, give him what he is owed for his circle of what he's doing for us. So that, right? Oh, I like that name. My 2-year-old nephew is staying tonight. James Martin. Right on. Helen, yeah, I never really wash them out or do stuff until, like, I can't see, to be honest. I find my glasses are dirty a lot. Yeah, I never even think, like, I don't freshen them up. And then I use my shirt, right? So it's like, oh my gosh, Genevieve. Yes, Helen, it's the letting go, the trusting, letting go and trusting, right? And that feeling of the rent actually being caught up is so, like, it's amazing compared to where I was at, where it was always behind. Just that in itself is like, seriously, you know, there is such a housing shortage here. And then when there are places available, they are so expensive. The rents have been jacked, boom, like it's insane. It's ridiculous. And when he sold that building next door, if he had not had this, we would have had nowhere. So I'm so grateful, right? And I was behind. It was his perfect choice. It was perfect timing to evict me. You sell a building, you need it cleared, there's nowhere else, not his problem, right? So I would say of all the masculines who have been brought into my timelines in the last 4 years, this one is an angel for us. Considering the stuff I've been through with landlords that I've never really actually spoken about out loud, he, has full circled to really truly embody a pure masculine rising instead of the other shit that I went through, right? Like, seriously. I wrote it out in Kimba's chat this morning. One of the things that happened 2 years ago that I've never told, but I just wrote it out because it was like it was in tandem with the subject being spoken about, and it was like that. Just let it out of me, right? I never have. So yeah, that way. I know, sweetie. Paying rent in a place we all live. What the fuck? Yeah. But that's the thing. That's why it's like it's about finding reflections of ourselves. It's about finding fractals of people that we trust and then manifesting something better, right? Or, you know, one home and there's like 5 people. So what if you're each paying a couple $100 a rent, right? At least so many other, like, it's easier for everyone. But anyways, we could like talk about like rent and land and all of that. We know we're bringing in a different world. We just got to bring it through. And this being said, 3/4 of people who would want a new world don't act new ways yet, right? So until people let go of the rat race and start doing everything the same fucking way, not gonna change, right? It's not gonna change. Hi, Deke Sanders. How you doing? Hello, G. How are you? I'm doing really good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, everything's good. Nothing special. We got thunderstorms coming around, so we'll see what happens and what time it like comes in for us. That way, I wish everyone would stop paying rent. Yeah, I guess, but everyone would have to support each other, right? Personally, you know, there's a lot of things I stopped doing years ago, and I'm the only fucking one. And that doesn't feel good, right? Had I known that nobody would step into our motherfucking timelines and I wasn't going to be able to build a true community in reality by now, I would have never kept Lily Rose out of school, guys. Right? I believed in the divine timing of humans stepping up. Will they eventually? Yeah, maybe. How old is Lily going to be by then? Right? How old is she going to be by the time like fucking people actually step up and we make something happen? Tea, chocolate, and chocolate brownies and crisps. He likes brownies. Shannon is like, somebody said chocolate. Deke, good to hear. Too bad about the storms. Yeah, I love thunderstorms in general, but this one it's being touted, you know, as a weather warning. So we'll see, because sometimes the weather warnings come in and then it you know, goes around or it doesn't affect us, you know. We'll see what actually happens, right? They're saying winds up to 90 kilometers an hour, so we'll see. You guys are having them on and off as well, Deke? The storms? 85 here right now. I think it was 72 degrees. Because I play with my Celsius and Fahrenheit to try to understand, like American style, what the temperature is here, you know? Yeah, that way everyone's supporting each other. That's the beauty. Exactly. Exactly. It's coming. It's already here on some levels. I would say there's just not a consistency to it. It's 80s in Texas for you, Shannon, so it feels like spring. Hi, Melanie. How are you, sweetie? Happy Freya's Day. Helen, yes, supporting each other is super important. Yeah. It's a drought in Northwest Texas right now, Shannon. Yeah, Deke, I remembered you were in Southern Illinois. Thanks for specifying for everyone else. Moji King, I got the mortgage company by the balls. I took out a 40-year mortgage on the 90,000 I owe. Melanie, happy to see ya. No energy and 95 degrees already in South Carolina. Wow, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's hot, baby. And no energy. Dude, there are like the solar stuff, the solar flares right now and stuff. And I would just heard like really fast because I didn't go listen like in depth per se. But the Schumann yesterday too was like, right? And the temperatures before the humidex type of stuff, holy shit. Yeah, I wouldn't be moving so much in that temperature, dude. Emoji, $500 a month for this brand new house. And that's after the house fire. They had to build me a new one. Yeah, Helen says, I pray that you receive some energy, Melanie. Yeah, grab some here, sweetie. Whee! Amazing, Melanie. How are the fur babies, chipmunk squirrels, and winged ones? They're so awesome. That was so fun today. Eh? Oh my gosh. Can't believe how long that lasted and just how many. Right? The way, because I was just hanging out with one dude. Then I took out the camera and it was like, wee! And Toby the chipmunk hadn't come yesterday at all. Not to me, anyways. I mentioned Aphrodite earlier through another card and just pulled Aphrodite, interior goddess. Wake the goddess in you. Wake the goddess in you. I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah, Shannon, inner goddess. Yeah. Whoa, no way, Melanie. You didn't see that video? It's like the longest video ever. And I put it all as is. I was like, if somebody wants to watch it, they will. If they don't, they don't, right? But there was a lot of interesting, like the camera is not the best, and I'm not a cinematographer. I'm not a cinematographer, right? But there's some nice close-ups, and there's, I think there was 5 or 6 different squirrels at the same, like in the same video. And you can really tell the difference between all of them. And my black dude showed up just like every time I was going to stop, someone, another one showed up. So fun. Deke, I'm going to run along. Saw you live. You look great. Thank you. Hope your day is a fabulous one, G. Talk soon. Ciao, dude. Thank you for the pop-in. Pop-ins are the best. I understand not everybody's got time, but like the best is like just saying hello and like, wee. Melanie, you just literally jumped on, but I love the sync. Yeah, that's so cool. I thought you were asking because you had seen all the action today. It was like, whoa. Duck, duck, goose. Yeah, Helen, I get it. Thank you, though, for coming in. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to head off. I'm not coming online often. Take care, y'all. Much frosty love. Frosty love back at you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for coming in, Helen. Means the world. Means a lot, sweetie. Love you. I love to Dominic. Paul the Venetian. Paul le Venetien. Paul the Venetian. Artistic expression. Artistic expression. Scratch, if you're still here, I don't believe that you can't play guitar, dude. Artistic expression. I would wonder if you got Paul in your name or Paul close to you in your timelines as well. For Paul the Venetian to come up in artistic expression. Oh, and I predicted that you are still here, Scratch. Do you have a Paul? Or are you a Paul? I don't know. Artistic expression. Feels important. Yeah. And the other day I saw... I am a what? Sorry? If you have anyone named Paul in your timelines, or if your name is Paul, just the Paul stands out. The Paul stands out, so I'm just wondering. And the other day I saw the name Jake somewhere, and I was like, inside of me said Jake is on his way. So somebody named Jake is either here or is coming. That's going to be new, or it could be old, and we just don't know. I don't know their name. But there's Jake. If he's not here yet, he will be here sooner than later, because it's been already 24 hours, I think. And usually when I hear or see a name and something inside says they're on their way, it's usually pretty fast, but nope. Okay, cool. And then he says, wow, Jake, where are you, man? Yeah. It could be a feminine with just the Jake in her name, right? So it could be like a feminine with Jacob in her name as well. I'm not assuming that it's a masculine just because of the, right? Yeah. Even Helen coming in today, yesterday, in my community post. For me, John Wick means something that probably doesn't mean for anybody else on the planet, and I really don't care, right? For me, what John Wick is, what John Wick represents, and where my syncs are and where my flow is because of that. But yesterday I shared that for a super reason from personally, and I wrote Daisy on it. But I was gonna write Helen underneath because Helen is, you know, John Wick's wife's name, the character in the movie that passes away. But I didn't write it because I wanted the Daisy to stand out. Because Daisy was the name of the dog, right? And Daisy was something special with Helen and John. But yeah, so it's like when I saw Helen, when I felt Helen yesterday, I was thinking about Helen and Dominic, Frosty, and then Helen came in a bit today, so. Emoji King says, Scratch, you built a telescope, and Scratch says, it's not really a telescope as such, but yeah, I did. It's a night vision scope with some bits I threw together. Cool, dude. Huh. Saint Germain. Saint Germain, use your magic. I haven't used this deck in a very long time. It's actually one of the first 3 decks I ever got. And I wanted to get some masculine energy going. So Paul, Venetian, was saying artistic expression. And then Saint Germain comes in, use your magic. Use your magic. And I'm going to do 3 to have a trinity. I would need more masculine-based cards. This is my only deck. Emoji says, I've only ever used a starlight scope before. Saint Germain's my homie. Right on, Emoji King. I'm hoping Michael comes up, but hey. I ain't got no preferences or nothing, hey? Minini, yes, I need my wounded masculine healed. I believe that's what's stopping me from actually putting forth some of my ideas. Yeah, I resonate with that. I get it. I get it, Minini. Everything inside me now says to like call back the fractals of yourself, right? Call back the fractals of yourself and then specify which ones, right? You can make up. It doesn't have to be perfect wording. The words that flow through you, even if it stays silent in your head, but calling back the fractals of self that have trouble making choices, for example. Calling back the fractals of self that are scared of allowing new ideas to come into fruition. Calling back the fractals of self, you know, of and finding the different words and just like, right? He's not so good with the wording and stuff. I don't believe in the rituals and the, you know, the perfection. It's the intent behind, right? And definitely especially right now, like the masculine energy is just like, whoa, to be honest. I'm not gonna like, I would love to sugarcoat it and like just say like, oh my gosh, the masculine are like working so hard right now. And maybe that they are, but at this point I'm having like a lot of reflections of masculine who really just drop the ball, disappear, right? Or who just, and yes, I guess we're supposed to go within, but at some point, you know what I mean? It's dropping the ball. If you decide to go within and you just fucking drop everything and everybody, that's not consistency. And really, it's the typical masculine program. You're not doing the inner work properly if you're just running away to fucking hide to lick your wounds, right? It's the opposite you got to do. If your pattern is to run and hide and disappear when you're licking your wounds, you need to show up, ask for help, right? You need to show up and just show up for yourself. But it's, I don't know. I don't mean to. And this being said, for the masculine who are showing up, have done the work, and who didn't, you know, just drop everything on a certain thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you for being consistent. Thank you for staying you, even if you doesn't necessarily always feel perfect and good, right? It ain't easy being cheesy, guys. But at some point, people perpetuate more wounding by the, you know, lack of consistency. Because for me, I ain't sitting here like dealing and stuff coming up from my past anymore. I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. I did all that inner work. For me is the stuff that's happening now, or that's happened in the last 6 months in my reality, or 2 years, right? Personally, I've had more issues with people, with masculine who say they're woke in the last 3 years than I did in my whole fucking life accumulated, right? Seriously, he's not even joking. And then, wow, I call back all the aspects to my body all the time. I didn't even know why I was doing it for a while. I haven't quit doing it for a while, so maybe I should start again. Thank you deeply. You're welcome. I love you. Yes, that way. I believe that. Make your words your own. Me does not go listen to other people's meditations. It's very rare. Like, it's got to be, like, you know, we're talking way up there of who I trust, right? Because I've been, like, sidelined by listening to other people's words that they're not pure, right? They're not pure. Make up your own always. And when you're following other people's, your heart, you have to feel like it's pure and good. Because at this point, I believe we're all here to help each other heal, but that doesn't mean that that's what everybody's actually doing, right? Hi, Wally. I don't ask for help, just everyone be safe. Oh, sweetie. Loves you, dude. Yes, Melanie, although I don't want no one's energy to be affected, it's a comfort to know that this might just be a phase easily broken out of. Yes, and I was listening to someone, I only grabbed a little part. I think it could have been Adrienne Elise a couple hours ago, her live stream today. I didn't listen to a lot of it, but I think it's her. I could be wrong, but how she was saying that, things flip into another awareness faster now, so it the feeling of like this too shall pass is not as long, right? And sometimes we don't realize it until we really like think back. Like if it was 5 years ago and I was feeling these emotions, would I have even recognized that I had these emotions? Some people would answer no. So look how far you've come to just recognize it, right? That's already huge compared to not recognizing it all your life. Thank you that way. I really appreciate that. Sending out divine protection for everyone that shows up here. We are tribe. And you know what's funny? I've been sitting here wrapping on extra protection because of something that happened to me two or three streams ago. I can't remember already. The energy that came into me because I wasn't putting up enough protection. Thank you that way. Really appreciate when you guys ground and protect the stream. I really, really do. Help for what, Jansu? What's up, Buttercup? What's up, Buttercup? Hi, Wally. People think more of me than I do. I get it. I'm not sure what that means, the way you're writing it out, Wally. Melanie, I've never resonated with like our King and Michael or anything. I just go straight to source. And I have used other meditations to learn to meditate, but I feel blessed that I always put it in my own stuff just because I'm a little stubborn, not because I was so wise consciously. And for me personally, the world was very happy that I went with him for a while because I was just putting chaos out there before I went inside. For me, it was like kind of like putting on the oxygen mask on the airplane first so that I could help others because I wasn't getting anywhere. Not getting very, very quiet. And still, our bodies are learning. Yes, our bodies are learning along with us. So we're going true blue. I love you for writing that. Yes, we are going true blue, baby. 100% metamorphosis. It's hard. You have to withdraw. It's the best thing to do. But that's just my opinion with love. Yes, it depends on like withdrawing and not going on the internet and participating in something like this. That's not what I'm talking about, right? Disappearing and not showing up on the internet for a certain amount of time, that's not what I mean by, dropping the ball and being left and the lack of consistency, right? Boom. Michael, there's my dude. Just saying, wish I could pull Michael, and I did. Vous le pouvez. Yes, you can. You have the power within you. And I've not used the archetypes and certain things very much either, Melanie. I do pretty much go straight to source. I don't converse the way, like, certain ways. I have my ways. Like, nothing of my way, I don't even talk about it, right? I just do it. I'm not here to teach anybody how to do stuff. And I don't like being taught how to do stuff either, right? Like, It's all so much simpler than, some things make it out to be, right? So, yeah. Okay, I need to move around. I'm gonna take a little break, and then depending on if I got flow or not, I'm gonna stop the stream soon. Um, Manny, if you're still here, what I meant, one of the things I meant, and when I said like masculine and just dropping the ball, I'm gonna give you a clear example. I'm doing a live stream. I'm in flow. A masculine writes things down. I say something that he likes and he keeps on writing stuff down. Then I say something that he doesn't like. And instead of finding a way to talk about it, because I'm in flow, I'm like talking back, right? Not talking back, but I am the voice of you guys who write comments. But if I'm in the middle of like a flow of what somebody's actually saying, and then somebody doesn't like what I say back, and then boom, they just disappear. That's what I mean by a masculine dropping the ball. The timeline was put in place for me to be here, and that there's a situation, whatever it is, that there's a flow of talking, and when somebody doesn't like what someone else says, do you just run away and disappear, right? Justin Trudeau. That's it. That's it. So masculine embodying Justin Trudeau. Right? The situation's gonna go away. I'm not gonna fucking deal with it. I'm gonna go fucking hide. That's what I mean. Because every single thing that's said through this live stream, every single day is a timeline. Every single person who shows up, whether they speak or they don't, like whether you write something down or you don't, it's a potential timeline, right? There's always a potential timeline in there of somebody to participate or not. And some people start to participate, and then as soon as it's not going their way and they don't like something, boom, run away. Again, going to use Justin Trudeau because that's the classic masculine. I'm not going to listen to what you say, and I'm just going to fucking go. And eventually the problem's going to go away somehow. And if it doesn't go away somehow, I'm going to bully it to go away. Because believe me, shit that I go through in the background sometimes is not huge, but you'd be shocked, right? I've had masculine like literally fucking text me voice and videos in the last 2 months telling me like blah, 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 and I'm not like this, and I'm like this, and I'm like that. And it's like, what the fuck, right? Like, and he's screaming at me, in a video that I am not of love and I am like evil basically, and that he is pure and of love. And it's like, what the fuck, right? Like, oh my gosh. Meanwhile, this person knows that it's only me and Lily. This person knows that when I press on something, she hears it all. And this person, for the last 2.5 years, was somebody who was consistent in my timelines of just a pure energy of masculine and feminine. But when he decided he wasn't feeling good, instead of nurturing our connection, whoosh, right? I'm to blame. I'm like the whipping post of the feminine because he hasn't done his inner work. Does that make sense? That's what I mean. I'm just trying to catch up to where I was in the chat. Hi, Wally. Cheers, Genevieve, my hair sister. Yeah, I find that well, today my hair is freshly washed, right? But I find that you like do the stuff to your hair a little bit more consistently than mine, unless you're like as naughty as me, because sometimes I got a rat nest because I didn't brush my hair for like ever. I only brush my hair once, Wally, when it's freshly washed. Otherwise, I can go for like days and days and days. Me not like brushing my hair. I'm a lost boy for life. Maybe not for life, but... Hey, Annie D, I just rewound to the start of the stream. Feathers, big feathers, haha, yeah. Beautiful, eh? Did you see when I put the peacock feather in my eye by an accident? Ouch, that didn't feel good. Oh, Melanie, it's meaning that I was perpetuating things because I wasn't removing myself for a minute. LOL, I hope that makes sense. Yes, that does make sense. Yeah, and sometimes, yeah, that does. Yes, I get it. I think we've all done that at some point, Melanie, where we disappear from everyone except our kids, of course. Yeah. Annie, sorry, I just got here so late. How's your day going, sweetie? Yeah, Melanie, it does. It has to come from us personally. Yeah, Melanie, I've learned the hard ways as well. I get it. I learned the hard ways, unfortunately, and trying to be different now. Yeah, and I learned the hard way, and it took me a long time. Like, I have had to, and I still do, have to cultivate my vulnerability. It doesn't just come easy because I'm a girl, right? It's the opposite. Been trained, told to not be like that my whole fucking life, right? So, I've worked on it. I work on the empathy and compassion. It doesn't just always come natural, and it's not always there, like right at the tip, right? I'm a get her done person, right? I'm not a like, let's just lollygag and let life pass everything by for years and years. Get her done. So, that way, that's what I meant. You carry a heavy load in the lightest way. Thank you that way. Yeah. Yeah. Trace B, I know some runners. Yup. Yup. Bonjour, Blue the Curve, Oscillation Cusper. Nice music choices on your video. And it completely blew my mind, to be honest, how you ended the video with the wee, the lion sleeps tonight, because I had just written out wee and shared, what song did I share? I shared a song. Oh, Love Cats. I had just written out the wee, and as I pressed send, then the lion sleeps tonight and the wee started. It was so funny. You back, Shannon? Friday's busy? Good, I wish it for you. Busy motel means a busy Shannon. Annie D, I would walk away when I felt conflict. I was very conflict avoidant. I regret that so much too. For me, it depends. I know when to walk away and I know when to run, right? But I also know how to like stand in the middle and be the mediator, or like completely like flip a situation as it's happening. So for myself, are you behind, Melanie? Because you're seeing Justin Trudeau. Yeah. For myself, my restaurant, I had it for 4 years. There was never, ever a fight on my watch. It don't matter if we had parties. It don't matter who was there. Never once. And the only 2 times there could have been any physical fucked up conflict, it was my mom and dad. Yeah. And it was my ex. So no person who ever stepped into my restaurant, no matter what kind of a person they were in real life, ever, there was never any impact or fighting or anything. I knew how to stop a situation before it actually happened. So like, let's say if there was a table that was really full of people and they were talking and it was starting to escalate, right? So when people talk about politics sometimes or certain things that really, and what I would do, I would drop something. So as I could feel it escalating, before I let it escalate, boom, you drop a hot pot of coffee on the ground as 12 people are debating something. What do you think happens when that pot drops? 12 people just forget what the fuck they were talking about, and they're all standing up. Most of them want to actually help, because that's how my people were, and they all forgot what the fuck they were talking about. They would sit back down, laughing at me, because I just acted clumsy, right? Oh, Genevieve, Michelle's so clumsy. Yeah, no, I'm actually not that clumsy. I'm just really wise of when you hear something, right? Stop it, nip it in the bud, for example. Seeing that people were already like intoxicated and saying, no, I'm not serving you. And having people very angry at me. But hey, guess what? I kept everybody safe no matter what. No matter what. Blue, happy Fria's Day to all. Yes. Hi, Wally. I'm a good cowboy. I was singing Cowboy Take Me Away yesterday by the Dixie Chicks. And yes, I still call them the Dixie Chicks. I will never call them just the Chicks. That's weird to me. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, Cowboy Take Me Away. Blue says, gee, sounds like me, wild child. Yeah. Really, Wally? Huh. I wash and condition my hair almost every day, and when I don't, I lose lots of hair. I do lose lots of hair, no matter what. And I prefer to wash my hair only when it needs it. So it depends. I've gone 3 weeks without washing my hair more than once. Like 2 in the summer, especially when I'm dipping in the lake. Because to me, to my body, that's the ultimate clean, is the lake water, right? Not everybody would resonate with that, but I do. So, yeah. I find for myself, Wally, it's the opposite. When I stopped, because I stopped to dye, I dyed my hair from the time I was 28. Like I dyed my hair in my youth black because I thought I was cool, right? But then I started dyeing my hair in my 20s because of my white and grays. And I was 40. Yeah, I was 40 when I stopped dyeing my hair. I realized, like, holy fuck, I'm 40 years old and I need a like appointment once a month to be perfect, or I got to do my hair once a month. It's like, fuck that. And I stopped. I went cold turkey. I just stopped. And I stopped using certain products that I used in it, and my hair redoubled in size. So my hair was starting to thin. I thought it was because I was in my 40s and I had Lily Rose, but it was the stuff I was putting in my hair. Because as soon as I stopped dyeing it, my hair became better, right? And I use nothing except for sometimes argan oil in my hair. And when I wash it, I don't use a lot at all either. Melanie, for me, if I get triggered, it's up to me whether I stay and work it out with that person or if I do it alone. And if they don't like it, then that's their trigger to deal with. Yes, I fully agree with that, Melanie. I do. I get it. Hi, Sundry girl. Hey GV, thanks so much for this important live stream, sister. Just turned my phone on and boom, there you were. It's like telepathy sometimes. Yeah, I find the veils are thinning so much, Sundry Girl. I don't even have my phone on I keep my phone in lock mode at all times because when it does vibrate, and I don't even bother to put a sound, it just is weird to me. I'm just rolling on being guided to look at it, and then that's when the text pops up, or it's, it just got there. And the other night when I had a fire, not last night but the night before, I was guided to look at my phone at one point, but then I was like, I'm not gonna go, like there's no point. But somebody had texted me at 9:30, and I was like, whoa. I got guided to go check my phone, but I never checked it. So my intuition knows now. And this being said, I have 3 consistent people. 1, 2, Kelly, Annie, and Alice. I have 3 consistent people who text me, and that's it. And it's like I just know when something's coming in. Love you, man. Sometimes I want people to walk away. Not worth prolonging, and see you later with love. Just want to wish y'all love. Very tired today, loved ones. Take care. Love you too, sweetie. Yeah. Get a nap in if you can. The energies are super high, and just there's the air, right? Sundry, I have a gossip, troublemaking neighbor who considers or cause a private conversation going out on her porch, screaming to the top of her lungs on speakerphone. Yeah, I have that too in my neighborhood. I find it very hard, Sundry. I don't want to know everybody else's business, and I certainly don't want to know it on a speakerphone. I get it. It's not easy. And for me, I keep on asking, what do I have to learn from this? Like, how much longer do I have to fucking live here? Like, what else do I have to learn from this? And everything is just like, people know not what they do. They only speak from the awareness that they have. So it's like, send them love and tune it out, right? So it's the same as if somebody was vacuuming or using the lawnmower. I would think, oh, they're just doing what they need to do, and I would tune it out. So that's what I need to do with the rest as well, right? No way, Emoji King. Wow, I just got a phone call, another client joining. 300 of us on a 5-day watermelon juice fast. Strength in numbers, like mine's. That's cool, dude. Sometimes on a subject topic that's going one way inspires me in another, and I go 10 directions at once. I'm working on it now, and that I'm aware of that. Yeah. Sundry, but yeah, she was out there talking about me without the facts, and I could hear from my screen door, so I approached her calmly, asking if she was okay. And Crazy started to scream at me and get back in my house. Yep. Telling me it was a private conversation and none of my business, but she was talking about me loud enough for the whole neighborhood to hear. So that was my business. And then she tried to threaten me. Yeah. I can see her type so well. Melanie. One of my nicknames is Watermelanie. That's so cool. Blues is back. Sorry, hubby walked in. Dick C chicks. Telling me she's going to get out of my house. She's going to get me out of my house so fast, blah, blah, blah. Then her mother started chiming in, just ignorant ways of some, not all, but small town folks who have nothing better to do than bully. Yes. Yes, as much as everybody wants to glorify like small towns and that everybody's perfect and everything is, it's not always easy, and yeah. Blue. Yes, I resonate with that too. Blue says, ugh, Sundry, time to put up the protective bubble. Yep. You can put up a bubble so well that every single time you go outside, you guys will avoid each other. For me, I exit timelines. There's nothing, like, unless source says there's nobody around here that I owe nothing to. So half of me is invisible half the time. And it's like I ask, if I'm meant to be seen by people and they're ready to speak, let them see me. And if not, invisible, right? And same with them. Like there's so much yelling and nasty shit around here that I still will react, right? Right? If I don't put myself in timelines to have people screaming at me or Lily, and I live around that, you know, it's not always the most beautiful what humans choose, right? Sundry says, so the end result, after speaking to her calmly, I stood my ground, let my sage, went around the ridge where I live, and I sent out peace to her and everyone up there. And Sundry says, blue curve, that's what I did, the protective bubble. I got out my sage. Thank you, darling. Past couple of days, it's been very calm. Yeah. I had something happen and nothing, it wasn't bad or anything. Where with a certain person, and then it was just like, boom, I just not going to see that person again. So that's what's happening. Just that person is not around anymore. You know what I mean? Yes, Blue says, it passes, Sundry. When we stand our ground, they somehow just stop if we do it correctly. Indeed, when one person holds in integrity what, right, and rewrites a script, others don't, okay, whether you consent to this script or not, this is what you're getting, right? You're not going to get a reaction. You're not going to get the typical stuff. I'm here to rewrite a script. Whether anybody else does or doesn't, still sucks balls sometimes, right? But hey. Sundry says, yup, a few years back I would have fallen into her negative, hateful energy and started lashing back, feeling I needed to prove myself or whatever gossip she heard. But, thanks Sacred, I've grown. Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't mean it feels good, right? But, yeah. Blue, in a small town and deal with the same. It's low vibration nonsense. We learn to rise above. Yes, Shannon, silence is priceless. Blue says, kudos, Sundry, for taking the better path. It is not the easiest at first, but we find it's more preferable. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I shared as well Phil Good's community post yesterday where he says, I'm going to go get it directly, but give me a second. Oh, that's not my channel. When you truly come into self-love, you won't talk negatively about people anymore. It just hurts too much afterward, right? And that's the thing to remember as having the empathy and compassion. If you think about how it makes you feel when you step out of your truest, highest self, it's like, ugh, right? Get back in there, get back in there. So imagine how hurt and wounded other people are and how much is actually going on like inside their body and inside their heart space and stuff, right? And for myself, it's one of the reasons that I can stay very kind and very accepting and really work very hard to try to guide a timeline into the highest, because I pity the fucking fools who fuck with me, because what they say and send to me goes back to them amplified even more. And not because I am saying, but because this is how it works now, right? This is how it works. If you give an energy of love, you're going to get it back. But if you're, talking bad about people, gossiping and all that stuff, what you're getting back physically, I can't even imagine, right? And people feed off that And to exit the timeline of gossiping, is a big deal for some people because it's all they know, right? The only thing they know is to talk about others because they can't face their own self, right? So, you know, I can see myself in a certain timeline and I'm like, my eyes are like, what the fuck? Like everybody talking, it's always about something or someone else or about items to be bought or about items that just were bought. Like it's all the consumerism and it's all the gossiping and shaming and guilting other people, right? At one point, I was even told a story or a true fact of a local place where a waitress had had met somebody and slept with them basically, and then she got COVID and gave COVID to people at work. So like she was being projected upon as if she was a whore because she slept with somebody, and it's like whoa, like you'll go really far to start blaming a COVID and then somebody's like personal choice. And how does somebody even know that somebody slept with somebody? Like that's fucked up, right? That's fucked up. To me, anyways. Right? I love you, Nicholas. Oh, I wish Melanie was still here to know this. Oh, Mel. Nicholas, I've been asleep all day and I've never liked to gossip. Mel was saying just how tired she was. And I personally, when I started the stream, Nicholas, I was like, I feel tired, but I feel like streaming. So if the stream, like, there's something to grab into, then I'll wake up and this will be my flow. But otherwise, it'll be like, boom, to sleep. So I've been on for 143, going into 144. So obviously the flow began at some point because I'm still here, right? Oh, don't you dare pop up on the screen like that. Sandra says, yes, Shannon. Ooh, screen moved. Silence helps so much. Past few days, I just look right through and I keep my peace. Yeah. Do you have thunder energy in the air for you too as well, Nicholas? I'm just wondering. Blue says, I can confirm that after this lifetime, if you haven't recognized the energy received on the other side of the table from us, you will when you leave here in a review. Yeah. Thank you, T. Sundry, that's right. We learn to rise above. Back in the day when I only had my mouth as my weapon to defend, I accidentally recorded myself screaming. I played it back and it was ugly, so I changed. That's beautiful. And thanks for sharing that. I'd like to point out that although everybody wants to think, like let's put Genevieve on a pedestal and she's so fucking perfect, she's not, right? I have been the screaming person who has zero clue how to communicate, who is in like fucking utter fear mode of all the responsibilities of being a mom, and the screaming was all I knew in certain timeline. It didn't matter how much experience I had and who I was and how woke and all that. When a certain timeline came into my reality, I was a screaming. And I had no idea how to stop. And I was begging for fucking help, begging for it, and being told, you're the mom, you're the one that has to figure it out. I can listen to you, but, ultimately, blah, 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 whatever, right? But I would beg for fucking help, beg. Like, that's how fucking lost and confused and fucking scared I was all the fucking time, every fucking day, all day long. I would wake up terrified, not even knowing how to speak to the kids because I was just like, whoosh, right? 3 teenagers and a baby, blended family, 2 of those teenagers coming back with a lifelong trauma of having lost their mother, and they're the ones who found her deceased in their own home. So I was dealing with like a lot of fucking like, and I had no idea how to communicate. So, you know what I mean? I have come a long way as well, too. Right? And I'm saying that because I hate when people like think that everybody's like somebody else is perfect and nobody ever did that and I'm the only one. And no, you know, I don't think I've known ever any mother who didn't have timelines in parts of the mothering journey where it's like just lost, confused, not even knowing, right? Like one of the things that's next door is that type of thing. And when I finally got to meet the person, the first thing, you know, I was able to do was to communicate with her like how hard it is to be a mother, how hard it is to be a parent, and how, like, no judgment, fucking none, even when it's ugly and this isn't how we shouldn't be talking to kids. No, it's not. But you know what? It was the only way to get through that day, right? When you know better, you do better, right? But been there, done that. Oh, Nicholas, sweetie. I'm not gonna lie. I woke up pissed off that I was back here. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Nicholas. Yeah, I've been waking up wondering, like, what am I still doing here specifically, right? But yeah. And it's not even the not wanting to be here. It's like, if I'm here, then make shit happen, right? Where's my soul tribe? Where's community? Where's fucking people, right? Where's the conversations, right? Where's the stuff? If I'm meant to stay here, then I need to start to build something, make shit happen, right? Blue, the schoolyard bully will feel the pain they caused us. We don't need to tell them. We want to. That desire is the delusion. Yeah, I stopped wanting to explain things so that people would understand. And that has helped me a lot. I realized how, you know, in the last couple of years, even if I thought I didn't waste my words and stuff, I had been wasting them trying to express myself. Annie, I feel very drowsy too. 3 p.m. slump. Even in school, I struggled to stay alert at this low rhythm time. Yep. Sundry says, yeah, thanks for the confirmations about silence, everyone. So what I did with her is allow her to rant on so she could hear herself also. And I smudged the shit out of the area. And it really does help. Yeah. I've done that. Use that, I would say, as a technique, Sundry, is to really let somebody just fucking go. I'll say it all. Say it all. And you know what? Some people don't end up hearing their own self, right? I personally have exited certain timelines that I'm not going to specify. And it's like, you know, if somebody tried to contact me, it would be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's back up the fucking train here if you're not in another awareness. And like, after speaking to me and saying things out loud and imprinting them for months and months and months, even if I was saying like, stop speaking to me this way, stop imprinting me with this, well, now I'm done. Like, the ties are the cords are cut. I don't even think about anyone. It's just done. But what did they think was going to happen? If you never hear what you're saying and realize what you're saying out loud, I even told somebody, like, at one point, you realize you wouldn't talk to a dog this way and you would never speak to a stranger this way, and if you were speaking to me in front of a stranger this way, you wouldn't be talking. You're only doing this because we're alone, right? You would never speak. Would you validate and speak this way like in front of the people that you work with? No. Then, like, who the fuck do you think you are to speak to me this way? right? And what did you what do people expect? Like how many more years are you supposed to, done? Enough. And that feeling, Sundry, like it's one thing for if your neighbor wants to talk about you forever and a day, you smudge, you won't feel it again. But when it's people, right, closer to your whatever, and they're talking about you all the time, and you hear it, you feel it, right? It's there. You don't have to like walk into the room and hear it. You already know it's happening. Blue says, Nicholas, I found myself grateful to awaken here after a visit to Hades and every day since. Ooh, Blue says, Sundry, maybe charge some Argonite around the situation. Sundry, I'm not going to say it's always easy. Sometimes it takes a whole army for me to keep my mouth shut. Deep breath and walk away, but afterwards I know it feels better. Exactly. It's not worth the spit, is the way that I like saying it. It's not worth the spit. Annie, I was told to sage myself 3+ times daily. I have 4 sage bundles, all different sizes, many times daily sage clearing. Cool. Sundry, boom, I forgot about using my Argonite and my gems. That's cool. See why when we come up, when we say stuff, and how the right? I love it. Love you guys. Thanks for participating. Nicholas says, Blue, I never remember where I go. I hardly ever do, Nicholas, and I have 0 attachment to remembering. I just know I'm in the right places, if that makes sense. Like I trust my higher self to bring me where I need to be, do what I got to do. Blue says, Nicholas, try keeping eyes closed after you're awake and remembering all you can, even bits to start. Write them down. Make intention before sleep to help remember also helps. Practice, repeat, and master. I find that having the Moldavite under my pillow helps me to remember. But I'm not attached to remembering. Like I do if I'm meant to, and if I don't, I don't. It's okay. Yes, Trace B. Say out loud, I love me. Exactly. Oh my gosh, the self-love. So important. Annie, pray every morning with a rosary for a few years now, I think. I knew the trauma was coming, and it did. Yeah. Shannon, yes, you were napping too earlier, Shannon. 222, everyone, I know that feeling tired and napping. Yeah, that way, when you focus on the prize, you see it happening. Trace, tuning in while cleaning, thank you. Blue says, had a run. Hubby, weekend with the hubby, no kids. Love y'all. Thank you, G, for all you do. Seen and unseen. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend, honey. Thanks for specifying. So if I don't see you around, I'll understand why, and I'll just be like, wee. See you at the end of the weekend. Annie D says, say yes, say your name too, like I love you, Anne. Then I start crying and I start saying I love you and name all the people in my life who've passed away. That's beautiful. Nicholas. Yes, I completely resonate with that, Nick. I get it. Blue says, Blue, I don't know if I'm allowed to remember. Yeah. Exactly, Nicholas. I get it. Really, NED, something to bring sunshine out. You boil vinegar outside. It's a method of cloud clearing. I have never heard that before. Right on, T2323. Boom. Nice. I know, eh? Sundry says, I'm a peaceful, calm, and clean, and I care. I believe folks will recognize and hopefully not feed into their BS. And the house could have been sold to an ex-serial killer or registered pedophile. I know, eh? Yeah. Yeah. Shannon 22223, death and rebirth like the phoenix. Trace B says, Sundry, when I moved here, I told the hood that sometimes I'm going to be loud and wild. And many said, good, we need that here. And some come over and some don't, but they love my music. That's beautiful, Trace. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, for me, this is... I've never lived timelines of, you know, such isolation and not having, you know, stuff. But, oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to move around again a bit. I didn't think I was going to keep the stream going, but I was just checking the dimness. Don't mean to mess with your guys' view of the screen. Yeah, I'm going to move around a little bit and see if and what's meant to flow when I come back. You okay, dude? Sundry says, thanks about the vinegar. I didn't know that. My Aunt Sharon told me to lay down the black salt. That's so cool, Trace. The children have so much fun next door on the trampoline, dancing, jumping, having a good time listening to your music. That's cool. Sundry, I had to have a conversation last week though because people get so bored. They enjoy the gossip even though they say it's the opposing. So being the new one in town, everyone's curious, but most have been kind. Oh my God. When I moved to Temagami Shores as manager and I started my job, we were recruiting at the time for like the summer season. So right away I was doing job interviews and I had been there for 4 to 7 days. I can't remember. And a woman comes in for a job interview who had worked there before, so her job was assured. Basically, she was coming in to say what her availability was from my perspective, right? You got an employee who's a local, who's already worked in a certain building, and everybody likes her, right? not a big deal. You've already got an employee. I just needed to know what she was available. And this woman, she was French. She walks in, she sits in my office, and she's like, well, I've been waiting to meet you. Everybody's talking about you in town. I was like, what? And she was like, you're the talk of the town. You're the only new one in here right now, and you're pretty gorgeous. And like, what's your story? How did you end up here? And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, really? Like that much? And she's like, yeah. I came for the job interview. Basically, I don't really have a lot of time to give you. I could give you maybe a couple hours here or there if you need me as a spare. She's like, I only came because I'm curious. And I wanted to be the one who just came and said, hey, how's it going? Everybody's talking about you. I was like, oh. I'm always the new girl in town since a child. I have 0 roots. We started moving when I was 6. I went to 14 different grade schools. I've always been the new girl everywhere. It's a lifelong thing. It will never be done, right? Even now, right? It will never be done, that part. I will always be the new person. And I loved her for the balls that she had to walk in and say, like, I'm just curious. I want to see you for myself, talk to you for myself, instead of hearing about what everybody's saying, right? Yeah. Shannon, I'm keeping the vibration high with some bong rips. Sundry says, oh, the conversation I had with my next door neighbors who don't keep a proper seal on their trash can. And then when the bears get it, they go all over my lawn and it takes them days to get it. And it attracts rodents. So that was what it was about, the woman across the way, that I had been bullying them by asking them to pick up their trash in an ample time within 24 hours, even if I offered my shed to keep the trash in. Oh, whoa. People who don't really take care of their stuff in bear territory, oh my gosh. Oh. And then they are like scared, and then they want somebody to do something to the fucking bears and shit. I'm not good with that. Shannon. Aaron says I look like a tall Amazon Swedish girl. Right on. No. What do you mean? I didn't know she had a new channel. Can you share it, SS? Do you know how to share it? Or did she put a link up to it lately? Like, I haven't looked. I've been streaming for a couple hours, so. Hey, the true great tiger. Howdy. I'm the new guy in town. I'd be on the same boat when it comes to bouncing around. How's it going, dude? Thanks for coming in. I'm the new guy in town. I'd be on the same boat when it comes to bouncing around. Yeah, all aboard, mateys. Sundry says, I love Amazon Swedish girl. Are you Swedish? Because I'm 5 Norwegian paternally. Shannon specifies, I have the RH negative blood line from European Norwegian. My blood type is only the 6% on the planet. Thank you, SS. I would love to see it. I'll find it some way or another, but I'd love to share it here for sure. I started my live stream today again with one of Mountain Rain songs, so. Really, T? You was in Oslo once? Cool. Sundry asks, I don't know my blood type. How would I know? Where would I go? The doctors, ask them, and that way specifies, go to your nearest pharmacy, Sundry girl. And Shannon, I had to have a shot every time every time I had a baby because my body kept trying to kill the babies. My Rh negative blood is deadly. Yeah. I got shivers everywhere with that. That way, I don't even know what my blood type is. I know it's pure gold. Oh my gosh, guys. What is it with the berry? Every day. Every day. Trace, I just found a bird's nest above the steps. Guess what? All is in it, little G. Mina knows. Tell me, tell me. I'm gonna go get... Oh, let me just grab that link. Thank you, SS. Appreciate you. Okay, it's dedicated to the flute. Awesome. I'm gonna watch the actual, well, it's only 35 seconds, but still. Let's watch it now.
Hello everybody, this is Mountain Rain. I just want to let everybody know that I have a new YouTube channel that features only my Native American music. So for everyone that's interested, I'm going to leave a link down in the bottom in the description, and yeah, hope you stop by, and I love you. Have a beautiful afternoon, day, or evening.
She's beside me.
Wherever you are in the world.
Love you too. That's awesome. I love it. Thanks, SS. That's so cool.
Have a beautiful afternoon.
You know, when we speak about multiple channels, but like why some people like, you know, separate, right? Because there's so many subjects and stuff on her channel. Completely understand why, right? Putting one focus. Yes, Trace. A lot of your hair. That's what I thought you were going to say, but I wasn't sure. I found a robin's egg, a broken robin's egg this week, and Dennis, I missed it this morning. He found one at the end of the driveway this week. So I got two little half of a robin's eggs. Yeah, Trace. And I'm making sure like to really pull my hair out and like leave it outside. That's awesome. I love finding nests with my hair in it. I think it's one of the most precious things ever that, you know, my hair becomes a habitat-y. Yes, Saturnian Sun. Mountain Rain is super talented. I don't have the poetry ones yet, but I will eventually. But yeah. Super multi-talented. That way, I love Mountain Rain so much. Me too. Me would not be me without her. Me would not be me without her. Finding her as a fractal of me helped me to just everything. Okay, I think I'm going to read the activation of the bear. And then most likely, I think I'll be done. That will be enough for me today. Yeah, SS, author, writer, painter, guitarist, flute, and all the gardens and her plants too, right? All the plants that she has. She's also, if I remember correctly, she does quilts, and if she doesn't do she does sensory things. I don't know what the name, but it's sensory blankets or pillows for people. I don't remember the proper terms of it. Sundry says, Genevieve, sweetheart, sometimes when we get triggered by people, the screaming is normal because it's the only thing we learned at the time. And it can be difficult to stop. And I understand that 120%. Yeah, for myself, whether it was learned behavior or not, it was still like a phase of just being so ultimately like traumatized, right? For lack of a better word. It's the only word I know. Yeah, you do that too, Shannon. I always try to throw my hair outside too so the birds can have some blonde in their nests. Bonjour, Fang Mistas. How's you doing? Sundry, I can relate, Genevieve, to the begging and such, because when I first came here, I didn't realize how far my tongue was up people's asses to just make friends. I was that desperate for IRL contact. Yep. Yeah. Right on, you do that too, Fangmas does. I love it. Too. I also put my hair out for the birds to make nests in. Awesome. That's awesome, guys. Bear, you are the light. It is safe to step fully into your light. When the bear first appeared to me, he led me into a beautiful sunset and engulfed in that a generous yellow glow. I felt warmth around and within me, and his message is simple. It is safe to step into the light. I give you strength to do that. It is safe to be seen. The bear stands strong and powerful in his convictions, and he walks with you. He's guarding your spirit body, just as spirits take the role of our gatekeepers, guarding and protecting our entry into the astral planes and other dimensions. So too do animals. His role is to transport you safely, very much like the wolf. I often see them appear together. He makes sure that you get to where you need to be, leading you only to your highest vibrational planes that match your energy. Love you, Kimba. Thanks for popping in, sweetie. Cheers, everyone. Have a lovely night. You as well. Loves you so much, sweetie. Oh my gosh, Annie. I never heard of that before. Annie D. I'm afraid to give my hair to the birds because the baby got his little feet all tangled in it and died. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a downer, but that has happened for real. Maybe it just depends on the hair and the bird. Yeah, I think it was just one of those things that was like just kind of happened. But I know I'm in the middle of reading a card, but you know what? I've been reading it every day, and I'm going to be honest, the more that I'm reading the same thing that I read yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before, although it's like a clear message, it is hard for me to read it over and over. So whoever the message is for, there it is, right? I'm just going to let it go because I could feel myself draining as I read. Why? Because I believe in what's said, but I'm pulling the same card all the time, right? So, but I was going to segue into what you said about the baby bird and got hair tangled in his feet. Babies and long hair. Oh my God. I remember when Lily was a baby, and this could have happened before, but you know, Samuel and Amy, other timeline. So if it happened with them, I can't remember. But Lily Rose, when she was like super little and a baby, I had kind of had an obsession with her toes, and I would say good instinct to know to look. But at one point I went to her feet, and one of my hairs was all like tangled around her baby. Like her feet were like bare, like not even this big, like they were so small, right? And the hair was caught in between her toes, and it was just like enveloped in there. And because she's a baby and so little, it was like it was almost like a knife. Like I had to figure out how to detangle and take it out without cutting her because her skin was so little and precious. And I don't know if you guys know this, but like hair is, hair follicles are very strong, right? So the if she would have kept on wiggling her little foot, her little toes inside of her whatever it was she was wearing that day, like to what point? Like it wouldn't have taken very long for her to actually have, something happen to her toes. Oh my gosh. I remember after that day, as I would wash her clothes and then I would make sure I would turn everything and look inside to make sure one of my freaking hairs wasn't stuck in there. Crazy, eh? Oh my gosh. I can still see myself and I'm trying to untangle it. Saturnian, my friend's daughter cut her hair and donated it to cancer patients. Beautiful. Thank you, Heidi. Merci. Organic Intelligence 313G, I got it. Sent you a message back. Thank you. I don't want to type it here. No, please don't. No, please don't. And thank you so much. It was the one little thing I thought I could do. You know what I mean? To like just keep the energy flow. Love you, Heidi. Thanks for popping in. I love you all. I'll be driving. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm like just kind of wrapping up. Yes, Annie D. I cut fishing lines off the seabirds and stuff. Wreaks havoc. I know. That's the one thing when I go to the beach that I'm like aware of, and then I grab it. I don't leave it there, right? Trace B, that's sweet, Saturnian. My daughter does that too. She grows so long, and then she cuts off a ponytail, and she says it's a big deal for her. It's so sweet. Really, Trace? Oh my gosh, that gives me shivers. That's such a beautiful energy to share. Sundry, thank you guys for listening to me and helping me with your ideas. With a neighbor. Happy Fria's Day. Y'all rock. I must stay mindful that I have my YouTube family, and I forget that when I isolate. I'm sorry. I know, and it's okay. But yeah, that feeling of like popping in and reaching out and finding, because there's always other perspectives, ideas, tools, that we forget, Sundry. When you said, I didn't think to use the Organite, I don't know if I'm saying it right, and the gems, right? The littlest things. You have those things, but just not thinking about it, needing, right? I don't know. It's like one of the smallest ways of showing, proving how we are so much stronger together when you actually have a situation that's going on or that happened and you have space held, when you have true witness. How it can help you flip into ideas that you hadn't thought of, how it can help heal that situation, right? Because none of us sat here and said or thought bad things about your neighbor. None of us, right? No. That's not where we're at. We're not here to crank you up. We're here to elevate you and all of it, right? Make you feel safe. That way, I'll never forget the seagull that had fishing line wrapped around its leg, tied up, hopping on one leg, and there we were calling him peg leg, and whoop, there was a guy in a sailboat that had a real wooden leg. Is it working?
Yeah. I'm gonna take a shower.
Okay. I didn't pull any fairy energy today. I'm gonna grab one. Love you guys. I don't mean to like say I'm wrapping up the stream. It's sometimes just the way the conversation goes. But it's like the way that my streams just roll, where I say I'm going to be done soon and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'll let her take her shower, and I'm going to just read it really quick. Purity. Always trust the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your questions. Love the unicorny. Really like her dress. So on this note of purity is how I'm going to end the stream. Purity. That way, yeah, she's pretty freaking amazing. Stay true to yourself. Yes. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful Friday. I'll be back when I can.